of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today is June 3rd, 2021. What century am I living in? I don't know. I'm Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program. We go back to Saturday, September 3rd, 1949 for this matchup. First time we've had the Cincinnati Reds on the channel, I think, since the very beginning of the replay. They are 1580. They've already been eliminated. They're playing the St. Louis Cardinals, who are 76-52 and one game behind Brooklyn because they need to make up the game. So at 76-52, this is game number 129 for the Cardinals. And because this wasn't a real-life play game, Howie Pullett is going to get the call for St. Louis. He will get an extra start, and Ken Raffensperger will get the call for Cincinnati. Speaking of calls, my wife is coming out of a class, a CPR class. So at some point, you never know, my phone might ring, and I'm going to have to answer that because the lovely Sarah, comes first over you guys. So if there's a little disruption, that's the case. And unlike most days where I've scarfed down my lunch and while you guys eat yours, I'm not going to get to eat till after. So be kind to me, all right? Don't get banned. All right, let's play some baseball, shall we? As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1949. Today, from Sportsman's Park in St. Louis, Missouri, it is the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports and simulation and replay needs. Really, I've only done this ad 500 times and I still can't get it right. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so let me grab my phone real quick while you look at Howie Pullett. That's not a good idea. All right, we'll just move it when she calls. Howie, the lefty, has kind of underperformed. He's making his 22nd start. He will now make 29. He is 11-5 with a save and an ERA of 3.48. Again, not terrible. 277 in a 20-game winner in real life, but not super either. Against the Reds, this is start number 6. 43 and 2/3 innings, 38 hits, 11 runs, just 8 earned. That leads to an ERA of 1.65. He has walked 12 and struck out 21 and is 4-0 against Cincinnati. Or as they say there, Cincinnati. His last start was against the Braves on the 28th, so he is going on regular rest. 9 innings in a win, 12 hits. In fact, in his last 6 starts, Pullett has allowed more than 12 hits, including a pasting by the Pirates on the 14th. He must have been hurt. 3 runs all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 4, as I said, in the win. 175 and 2/3 innings, 183 hits, 4 homers, 77 runs, 68 earned. He's walked 48 and struck out 93. Worth its weight in gold in this season of 49. 28 years old. Howie throws the fastball at 85. And is a ground ball pitcher. The lineup he'll face: Harry Walker in right field will lead off for the Reds. Big Clue could be in the chat. Will bat second and play first base. We have had Cincinnati on once this year because I forgot that Kluszewski played in 49. Walker Cooper behind the plate bats third. Hatton cleans up at third. Peanuts Lowry, say that slowly, in left field and will bat fifth. Wyrostek in center will bat sixth. Someone will tell me how I pronounce that correctly. Bloodworth at second base will bat seventh. Stallcup is at short batting eighth, and Raffensperger is on the mound batting ninth and should throw about 135 pitches, give or take. Remember, computer came up with Cincinnati's lineup. Enos Slaughter is a 5 and a 4 and left as we set the defense for St. Louis. Chuck Deering is a 6 and a 6 in center. Stan Musial is a 9 and a 7 in right. Tommy Laviano an 8 at third. The 1944 MVP, and I'm contractually obligated to say that, Marty Marion is a 9 at short. Red Schoendienst a 9 at second. Nippy Jones, still hitting .353, is a 6 at first. Del Rice behind the plate against the lefty. He's a 5 and a 4. And Pullet is a 5 with a .955 fielding percentage. There's so much red here, you'd think you were at a butcher shop. Walker at .295, a homer, and 13 RBI. Cardinals, by virtue of not playing as many games, are in second place. This one starts with a ground ball up the middle. Schoendienst, in front of the bag, throws to first, 1 out. Remember, it's tennis tomorrow. Chris Everett and Suzanne Longland, the two most winningest players in French Open history, as we play a best of 3 over the lunch hour. Ted Kluszewski at .299, 4 homers and 34 RBI. Pullet pulls it, ground ball to short. Marion deep in the hole, a great play over to first, 2 out. So Marty looks at the skybox and goes, Here's Walker Cooper, came over from the Giants. 307, a good year, 18 home runs, and 64 RBI. Not a lot of bright spots for a team that's 50 and 80. Cooper into right field. Musial going back, but that will stay in the yard, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Half an inning in the book in St. Louis, no score. By the way, a Chamber of Commerce evening in St. Louis. 80 degrees, and there's no wind. The cigar smoke is going straight up. Ken Raffensperger is making his 33rd start of the year. He is 14 and 13 with an ERA of .377. He's a fastball pitcher at 84 and is 31 years old. He does not favor the ground ball nor the fly ball. Against the Reds, this is his 5th start. In fact, against the Cardinals, rather. And he has pitched well for them. The Cincinnati Reds, that is. 42 in the 3rd innings. 38 hits. Just 11 runs, all earned. He walked 6 and struck out 11. He is 3-1 with an ERA of .234. And you know who he has not pitched against this year? The Pittsburgh Pirates. His last start came against the Giants on the 29th. 7 innings in a win, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 1. So in 248 in the 3rd innings, Raffensperger has allowed 267 hits, 15 homers, 112 runs. Look at the right column. 104 earned. He has walked 85 and struck out 86. Chuck Deering will lead off for the Cardinals in center field. Again, this is a lineup that I put together. Red Schoendienst will bat second and play second. You play these teams enough, you kind of know what they're looking for. Stan Musial. How you doing, Mr. Gardner? And Buckshot Kid, I am fine. How are you? Ina Slaughter in left will clean up. Nippy Jones at first will bat 5th. Marty Marion at short goes 6th. Glaviano at 3rd will bat 7th. Del Rice behind the plate, righty versus the lefty, bats 8th. And Pullet, who threw 11 pitches in the top of the inning, will bat 9th. The weakest hitter in the lineup outside of Pullet is Marion and Rice, who are hitting .286. That's a strong lineup. How you doing, Bobby? Peanuts Lowry is an 8 and a 6 as we set the Reds defense for you in left. Johnny Wyristick is a 5 and a 9 in the center, and again, someone will correct me on that. Harry Walker is a 3 and an 8. If I mess up Harry, that was my grandfather's name. Hatton is a 6 at 3rd. Stallcup. Sounds like something you do on a plane. He's a 5 at short. Bloodworth is 6 at 2nd. Kluszewski is an 8 at 1st. And Walker Cooper is 6 and an 8 behind the plate. Raffensperger is a 6 on the mound with a .979 fielding percentage. Deering checks in at .333, 3 homers, and 31 RBI. And St. Louis's night starts with a ground ball to second. Bloodworth over to Kluszewski, 1 out. This game is lagging on me, and nothing else really is on my computer. Here's Red Schoendienst, Red at 288, 2 homers and 53 RBI. Ken deals, and Schoendienst slaps out one to short. Stalkup makes the catch, 2 out. That brings up Stan Musial. Stan the man at 315, 26 home runs, and 101 RBI. This is game 129 for the Cardinals and 131 for the Reds. Musial does something. Draws a walk, that's what he does. So Raffensperger lost him on a 3-1 fastball, low and in the dirt, and that'll bring up Slaughter. Enos at 350, 11 homers and 72 RBI. That's almost softball type numbers for this late in the year. Pitch to Slaughter. Enos strikes out. He swung on and missed on an off-speed pitch. Yes, it is Big Ken Raffensperger pitching for the Reds. No runs, no hits, no errors. Cards leave a runner on after 1. No score. So Grady Hatton at 254, 10 homers and 59 RBI. Lowry and Wyrostek coming up for the Reds here in the second. Poet starts the inning with a fly ball to deep right field. Back goes Musial to the track, but that will stay in the yard. 1 out. A long, loud out. And that brings up Mr. Lowry. And you got to say the words slowly and carefully. Peanuts is at 272, 2 homers, and 24 RBI. And no, there is no joke that I won't stoop to tell on the stream. Pullett's pitch. There's a fly ball to left. Slaughter going back to the track to the wall, and he'll make the catch. 2 out. So that brings up Johnny Wyrostek on an 11-game hitting streak. 251, 7 homers and 49 RBI. And Johnny swings and lines it foul, first base side, out of play. And the count goes to 0-2. Pullett walked 59 in 230 and 2/3 innings and struck out 108 on the real replay, the 0-2. There's a line drive to short. Marion's there, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Inning and a half down, no score. So Big Ken taking his warm-up tosses here in the back of the second, in the bottom of the second. Jones at 353, 7 homers and 60 RBI. Marty Marion and Tommy Glaviano to follow, and if anybody should reach, Del Rice. Raffensperger's deals. Don't say that fast. And there's a line drive past Bloodworth, and that's the first hit of the ball game. So a single, and Jones on first, and that'll bring up Marty Marion. Marty at 286, 10 home runs. He's doubled his real life total, and 59 RBI. Pitch to Marion. Line drive to Stalkup for the out, 1 away. So if Dave was asking me, I believe on the podcast, the one we taped last week, if I had featured everybody, and I wasn't sure if I had the Reds. But I'm now, my memory is hazy, but it's coming back to me now. Kind of like a couple too many Scorpion Bulls or a Celine Dion song. We had them against the Dodgers early on. Here's Glaviano. Tommy at 288. 2 homers and 22 RBI. Pitch to Tommy is a fly ball right center field. Wyrostek going back. He will make the catch in right center, and Jones goes back to first. So 2 out for Rice. Dell at 286. 2 homers and 26 RBI. if leaning towards. By the way, we have a holiday doubleheader Monday around 7:30 Eastern Time. And we're leaning towards Boston and Brooklyn. The last of our holiday doubleheaders. I read your Rice's numbers. Jones on first, and Dell hits a base hit into right field. Walker will pick it up on a hop. Jones will trundle to third, and the Cardinals have runners on the corners and 2 out. For the pitcher, Howie Pullett. Howie at 222 and 2 RBI. Big Ken deals, and Pullett, base hit up the middle, past a diving Bloodworth. Rice will go to third. Stallcup, I believe, should have had that. No, Bloodworth should have had that. He got a late jump, and it leads to a run. So Rice on third, Pullett on first for Deering. Chuck is 0 for 1, so Raffensperger's first 9. Sounds like something you'd get a restaurant, doesn't it? You get some brats there. 33 pitches, an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, a walk, a strikeout, and now a run. Pitch to Deering, who's 0 for 1, is a little number up the middle, past the mound. Stallcup, another bad jump. Deering will reach on the single, and the run scores. So Rice will score. It's 2-0 St. Louis. So that brings up Shane Dienst. Red is 0 for 1. So Big Ken not pitching big well. Shane Dienst. There's a ground ball up the middle. Stallcup will field this one. Underhanded to Bloodworth at the bag, and that will retire the side. Big inning for the Cardinals. 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors. We go to the third, 2-0 St. Louis. So Jimmy Bloodworth, Mr. Stallcup, and Ken Raffensperger here in the third for Cincinnati. Bloodworth at 248, 4 homers, and 34 RBI. Doesn't he look like something that would come out of the Chiseled Man comic book collection? I looked at that and going, that's almost Johnny Quest, like Race Taylor. Not Johnny's dad, the scientist, but the big heavy in the show. Bloodworth up the middle, and that's a base hit. So the first hit for the Reds. And that'll bring up Virgil Stallcup. Virgil at 239, 2 homers, and 58 RBI. Bloodworth goes, the throwdown from Rice, and he is safe with his first stolen base of the year. Just got in under the tag of Shane Dienst. So a 2-1 count. And to Stallcup now, as Bloodworth swipes the bag. Now the pitch to Virgil. There's a base hit in the left center field. In fact, it's going to get past Deering. Stallcup's digging for 2. He'll get in there. His 28th double of the year. That scores Bloodworth, and it's 2-1 St. Louis. So that brings up Raffensperger with nobody out. 195. No homers. And 5 RBI. Got a chance here if he swings. Glaviano and Jones playing for the bunt. He squares, Rice picks it up, throws to Shane Dienst covering, and it's 2-4 on the card. So 1 out, and the tying run in Stallcup is on third. So Pullett, an opening 9 of 31 pitches, 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits, and the 1 earned run so far. Walker is 0 for 1. Pitch. And Harry hits a ground ball to first. Jones will allow the run to score. He goes for the out. 2 away. So we're tied at 2 for Big Clue, who's 0 for 1. Nobody on. 2 out. Top the third. And I don't know where. Oh. because I had to make the defensive decision. That's why. Pitch to Kluszewski is a ground ball foul, third base side. The count is 1-2. Bullet. Into right center. D-Ring coming in, but he's going to play that off the wall. That hits the beer rat out there, and Big Clue is in with his 28th double of the year. So a big inning for the Redlegs. Here's Walker Cooper. Walker is 0 for 1. Pullett's pitch. And Cooper laces that one into left field for a base hit. Kluszewski scores, and the Reds go up 3-2. Big inning for Cincinnati. Here's Hatton. Grady is 0 for 1, and silence in the chat at this outbreak. Pitch from Pullett. And there's a fly ball right center field. Back goes Musial to the track. That's off the wall. Cooper will round second. He will score without a throw. Hatton's in with his 28th double. A lot of 28 doubles here. And it's now 4-2 Cincinnati. So that brings up Peanuts Lowry, who's 0 for 1. Pullett trying to get the third out here. There's a ground ball to third. He should have it now. Glaviano across the way to first, and that will retire the side. But the Reds, 4 runs, 5 hits and no errors. And in the chat they say they have turned into the big red machine. Fire those engines, baby. After 2.5 at Cincinnati 4, St. Louis 2. So it'll be Musial, Slaughter, and Jones, and Stan walked his first time up. This time around, popped up. Cooper into foul territory. Takes off the mask, 1 out. Brings up Slaughter, who struck out his first time up. The lone strikeout for Big Kim. And Enos punches this one into right center field. Wyrostek will come in and make the catch, 2 out. For Nippy Jones, who singled and scored in the second. From the wind. Jones, there's a base hit into left center field. Lowry will throw it in. That's a single. And that's the 5th hit for the Cardinals. And that brings up Marty Mary, and Marty is 0 for 1. Jones on first. Marion, line drive down the line and right. Walker throws it in. Marion's digging for 2. He's got it. And that's the 31st double for Marion. And so the tying run is in scoring position for Glaviano, who is 0 for 1. Pitch to Tommy. He walked him. So the bases are loaded. They're full of St. Louis runners as the full count pitch just missed low on the fastball. And that'll bring up Del Rice, who singled and scored in the second. So the term shutdown inning just did not exist in 1949. Pitch to Rice. There's a slow bounder to short. Stallcup underhands it to Bloodworth, and the Cardinals are going to leave him loaded. How about that? No runs, 2 hits. St. Louis through 3 has stranded 6. And that's why the Reds lead it 4-2. Wyrostek, Bloodworth, and Stallcup here in the 4th. .78 degrees, still a beautiful night. Again, Brooklyn has a 1-game lead, but it's because they have played 2 more games, so St. Louis has 2 in hand. The Giants are 5.5 back, and that's pretty much any realistic chance in the National League. In the American League, the New York Yankees invite you to buy World Series tickets. You can go to Gates 4 and Gate 6, or go to your local Macy's and buy some. Cleveland 10 back. The Red Sox and Tigers are 14.5 back. And the A's will succumb to the bug, if not today, then certainly on Labor Day. Lyra Steck 0 for 1, 11-game hitting streak. Pitch from Pullet. Sometime this week. Into center field, Deering rides the Schwinn, makes the catch, 1 out. Brings up Jimmy Bloodworth, who singled, stole his only base of the year, and scored in that 4-run uprising in the third. Howie from the stretch, or wind, and that's strike 3. A 1-2 in there at the knees on the fastball. So 2 out for Stalkup. Virgil doubled and scored and drove in his 59th run. And Virgil, it's a ground ball up the middle. Marion on a run, throws to first for the out. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 4th inning, Cincinnati 4, St. Louis 2. Now, if I time this right, my wife should be walking in, hopefully relatively soon, and I can get a drink, because I didn't leave anything out. Yeah, CPR class today. But she's off the rest of the day. Howie Pullet is not. Singled and drove in the other run for St. Louis. As we start the bottom of the 4th. And Howie hits a line drive to third. Hatton is there. 1 out. I hear activity. Chuck Deering is 1 for 2. As singled and driven in a run. Raffensperger is opening 18 on 62 pitches. 3 1/3 innings. 6 hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 1, but the Cardinals have been his good buddy. They've left on 6. Deering has a single and an RBI. And this time around, a ground ball to short. Stalkup over to first for the out. Brings up Red Shane Dietz. Red is 0 for 2. Raffensperger is settled in there after the rocky second. And Shane Dietz up the middle. Stalkup dives, makes a stop from his knees over to first, and that will retire the side. So St. Louis goes in order, and we go to the 5th. Yell water when I hear some noise. I will. After 4, 4-2 Cincinnati. She's not home yet because the door's still open. The door's open, and the cat can go back and forth. So we... Oh, she's home. All right, hold on a sec. Sit on the bed for a second.
No.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do it.
Come here.
Hello.
And so, you get in there. You can meet the wife. The wife is... Don't wave at yourself.
Oh.
That's up there.
Oh, hi.
That's Sarah. I don't know if for those of you who haven't seen her, my pretty little wife. And so, are we going to go out? What are we doing after?
I don't know, anything but home. I just want to
Okay.
get out of the house.
All right. Well, I'll take a glass of water because I'm almost at my commercial break and about halfway done, and then afterwards we'll go.
Okay.
All right. So say goodbye to Sarah. Sarah, say goodbye. No, don't wave to the TV.
Bye. I'm not used to this thing.
They say hello, Sarah. So Raffensperger, he must have sacrificed his first time up. And yes, I'm going to get a drink. You know we're married because after 22 and almost 23 years, I had that timed right. Pitch to Big Ken is a line drive up the middle, a base hit. Harry Walker is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Pullet through 18 batters, 71 pitches, 4 innings, 6 hits, and a strikeout. As I get handed some water. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, see you in a bit.
Yep, yep.
Runner on first is Raffensperger. Walker will hit a ground ball up the middle. Marion with a diving stop. No chance at the pitcher. He throws to first for the out. So Marion robs Walker of a hit. Raffensperger goes to second. One out for Kluszewski. And I'm going to take a drink. So hold on 1 second. There. Kluszewski is 1 for 2. He has doubled and scored. Pitch from Pullet is popped up. Rice won't be able to get that, I don't think. And Big Clue stays alive, and the count is 0-2. Pitch from Pullet. There's a ground ball to third. Glaviano, long throw to first. Kluszewski's motoring, and he is safe. He beat it out. So an infield hit. That's a 7th hit for Cincinnati. Runners on first and second for Walker Cooper. Walker 1 for 2. He has singled, scored, and driven in a run. Pitch from Pullet. Eventually. Into center field, Deering going back. That will stay in the yard. Raffensperger goes back to tag. He will try. He's going to go for it with 2 out. Deering's throw to third is not in time. So they move up 90. Raffensperger at third. Kluszewski at second for Grady Hatton. Grady 1 for 2 with a double. His 28th and his 60th RBI. Has a chance here to make the 6-2 Cincinnati right now. Here's the pitch. And there's a pop-up left side. That should take care of the inning. Marion calls for it and will make the catch. So, the Reds strand 2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 4.5, what should my wife and I go get for lunch? Halfway home, it's 4-2 Reds. And if you joined us late, here's how he got here. In the second, St. Louis scored 2 on a Howie Pullet single to score Nippy Jones to make it 1-0. And then Chuck Deering singled to score Del Rice to make it 2-0. Raffensperger. I like that. I wish we had him around. In the third, the Reds scored 4. Virgil Stalcup doubled home a run to make it 2-1 St. Louis. Harry Walker with a fielder's choice to tie the ball game. Then Walker Cooper singled to make it 3-2 Cincinnati. Grady Hatton's double to score Walker Cooper made it 4-2. And the Cardinals, with 2 hits and a walk in the bottom of the third inning, could not score. And so that's where we got where we are. If the Cardinals are going to win the National League, they need better pitching from Howie Pullet than what we've seen today. 5 innings, 7 runs, all 4 runs are earned. Raffensperger, 4 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. And in a rare sight for 1949, only 2 walks halfway through the game. So it'll bring up Musial, Slaughter, and Jones to face Big Ken. Stan is 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch to Stan. Pitch to Stan is a fly ball left field. Lowry going back. Makes the catch. 1 out. Alexa, what's the weather?
Currently, in Burlington, it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect thunderstorms, with a high of 74 degrees and a low of 62 degrees.
Okay, Alexa.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Alexa, when's it supposed to rain again?
It might rain in Burlington on Thursday, June 3rd. There's a 62% chance. You can expect about 0.34 inches.
Okay, when is it supposed to rain?
It might rain in Burlington on Thursday, June 3rd.
Okay.
There's a
Thank you.
62% chance. You can expect about 0.34 inches.
Thank you.
Of course.
Trying to see if we can eat outside or not. Slaughter is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. D. Scott Howard, how are you? The pitch, Slaughter will hit a little number down to first. Kluzinski underhands it to Raffensperger for the first out. If you just joined us, it is 4-2 Cincinnati, 2 out, bottom of the 5th. Nippy Jones is singled twice. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. And this time around into left field, Lowry going back will make the catch against the track to retire. In fact, a great play to stop that one. A diving stop on the warning track. After 5, no runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Reds 4, the Cardinals 2. So Lowry, Wyrostek, and Bloodworth. Peanuts is 0 for 2. Pullet starts the 6th with a ground ball to third. Glaviano on the grass, across the way, 1 out. Brings up Wyrostek. Johnny is 0 for 2. A pitch from Pullet. There's a little looper into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit, and that hitting streak is now at 12 games. And in fact, Wyrostek, no, he's not there. He got caught off at first and made it back. So here's Bloodworth. Jimmy is 1 for 2. I'm seeing go Reds today anyway. We understand the pressure of pennant fever. Bloodworth has scored, struck out, and stole a base. Throw to first, and Johnny is safe. Pitch to Bloodworth. There's a line drive left field. It's going to go all the way down the line. Wyrostek will round third. No, he'll stay at third. Bloodworth with his 24th double, and again the Reds have 2 on in scoring position. 1 out for Virgil Stallcup. Virgil 1 for 2, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. Stallcup. There's a ground ball up the middle. Shane Deans cuts it off. They'll go for the sure out. They'll let the run score. There's 2 out as Stallcup is retired. Wyrostek scores. It's 5-2 Cincinnati. And that brings up Big Ken, who has singled and sacrificed. The Reds have gotten 9 hits off a Pullet. Howie deals. 2 out, base hit, left center field. Bloodworth will score. It's 6-2. They want to get Pullet at least to finish the inning because he would be due 4th in the bottom of the 6th. But this will not be a complete game for Howie. Through 27 batters, 103 pitches, 5 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 6 earned runs. And in fact, didn't we show in the beginning? Yes. So this is now the 7th straight start where Pullet has allowed 10-plus hits. Pitch to Walker, who's 0 for 3, is a little ground ball to Shane Deans. He goes over to Jones, and they finally get the 3rd out. So, 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. After 5.5, it's 6-2 Cincinnati. So Marion, Glaviano, and Rice. Marty 1 for 2 with a double. Mr. Forsberg remembers, and I can smell the rain, so I guess we're really not going to go anywhere. When Detroit got to print playoff tickets, we thought we were in the big time in 1982. Well, you were, just 2 years later. Marty's got himself a double today. Ground ball to third. Hatton, 1 out. Brings up Glaviano. Tommy 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch. And there's a fly ball to left. Lowry in the corner, and he will make the catch. So 2 out for Rice. Dell is 1 for 2. If Rice reaches, will pinch hit. If not, Pullett, despite being down the 4 runs, will come out to throw the 7th, or at least start to. Rice has a run scored. And Dell sends this one into left field. Lowry will get over and make the catch to retire the side. So the Cardinals go in order in the 6th. Howie giving me the fatigue warning. It's 6-2 Cincinnati. So Big Clue, Cooper, and Hatton. Clue singled, doubled, and scored. And this time around, a ground ball to second. Shane Dienst in the hole, over to Jones, 1 out. Brings up Walker Cooper 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Cards got 2 in the 2nd. And then Cincinnati 4 in the 3rd and 2 in the 6th. Cooper, ground ball to first. Jones will take it to the bag himself. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Reds. They've left on 4. St. Louis, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and they have left on 6. Grady Hatton is 1 for 3. He has doubled and driven in a run. And this time around, a slow bounder. Marion with a snap throw to first on the bang banger. Stretch time. 6-2. I'm trying to find the weather radar to see what's going on in the area, so hold on a sec. We're going to pinch hit for Pullett, so let's do that first. Who can hit a lefty? Smother it in cheese. Solly Hemus at 316 can hit a lefty, and no homers and 2 RBI. Getting rid of the Carolinas today, are we? He does not have a pinch hit. Go to this one now. Nope, doesn't say rain delayed o'clock. Anyway, so Hemus, as we said, 316 and 2 RBI. 6-2. Cardinals trail bottom of the 7th. Big Ken deals, and Solly bounds this one to third. Hatton with a good stop over to first for the out. So 1 out for Deering. Raffensperger's opening 27 on 86 pitches. 6 in the 3rd inning, 6 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Both the runs are earned. Deering 1 for 3 with an RBI and a single. This time around, he punches that one into center field for a base hit. So a 1 out Singleton brings up Red Shane Dienst. Red is 0 for 3. 7th hit for the Cardinals. Pitch to Shane Dienst. There's a base hit up the middle past a diving Bloodworth, and the Cardinals are in business. Deering will hold with 1 out. And, of course, you don't want to stretch it when you know you got Stan Musial at the plate. Stanley is 0 for 2 with a walk. And, at least I hope so this time around, he helps you do things right. Pitch to Musial is a fly ball left center field. Lowry should track that one down. He does. And Deering retreats back. And no, we're not going to go to third. Made a diving stop to make the catch. But Deering was too far off the bag to get a good tag. 2 out for Slaughter, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Pitch to Enos is a fly ball left center field. Lowry will get that one as well, and the rally goes for naught. They strain 2 to St. Lou. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the 8th inning. It's 6-2 Cincinnati. And so, righty, lefty, righty, and we're going to go with, oh, we can't do that. We're going to go with Ted Wilkes. Ted, 8-7 with 8 saves, and an ERA of 4.28. Nickname of Cork, fastball pitcher at 87, a ground ball pitcher at 33 years old. Against the Reds, this is his 6th appearance. 7 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 unearned runs. He has walked 2 and struck out 8, and is 1-1 with a save and no ERA. His last time out was against the Giants a week ago on the 26th. 3 shutout innings, 2 hits, a walk and a save. Elvis, Matt, I hope that you are okay. Been too long since we've seen you, buddy. Hope you are well. 67 1/3 innings for Ted. 71 hits, 6 home runs, 38 runs in total, 32 earned. He walked 28 and struck out 43. And so Lowry, Matt will tell me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Wyrostek and Bloodworth here in the 8th. Wilkes trying to get 6 outs and put the Dodgers and the Braves on this channel Monday night for a Labor Day double tilt. Peanuts is 0 for 3, and he hits a ground ball up the middle. Marion with a throw, 1 out. Johnny Wyrostek, 12-game hitting streak. Okay, I'm glad that you're healthy. Sometimes people come and go, and we worry that they are there. So he's been busy with yard and golf. What's your handicap? Wyrostek. Okay, that wasn't too far off the knock there. Wyrostek. I don't know. Why? Yeah, Steve Tower was a fun interview, D. Scott. It is indeed the skip episode. Pitch to Wyrostek is a ground ball to first, and he's retired. You liked it better when I pronounced it the other way. Anyway, or Wyrostek. Sounds like something on Norman Rockwell's class. Wyrostek. Well, that's how he painted. That's why. Jimmy Bloodworth is 2 for 3. He has singled, doubled, scored twice, stole a base, and struck out. Pitch from Wilkes is a ground ball to third. Glaviano's got it, signs it, throws it over to Jones, and that will retire the side. Reds go in order in the 8th. But after 7.5, though, it's still the Reds 6, the Cardinals 2. The real QVC. How are you? I think everyone would take stand the man on your team, on any team, or Wyrostek. I think I already made. How many more jokes do you want me to make out of that there? Anyway, Nippy is 2 for 3. He singled twice and scored. Cardinals need some help. And the bottom of the 8th starts with a slow bounder down to Bloodworth at second, over to the pitcher covering for the out. 4-1 on the thing. Marty Marion 1 for 3 with a double. 6-10-0 for the Reds, 2-8-0 for the Cards. Raffensperger deals. Into right field, Walker will make that. And that is 2 out. So brings up Glaviano. Tommy is 0 for 2 with a walk. Tennis tomorrow for you. Chris Everett and Suzanne Longland from the famed red clay of Roland Garros. And then Monday night, a doubleheader for you for baseball. And unless the Cardinals do something in the last 4 outs, it'll be the Braves and Dodgers from Ebbets Field for Labor Day. 2021 isn't bad. You're breaking 100. Pitch to Glaviano is struck out. Gets away from Cooper. He throws to first, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 8, 6-2 Reds. So Wilkes to face Stallcup. I imagine Cincinnati will leave in Raffensperger. And then Harry Walker. Stallcup 1 for 3. A double and 2 RBI with a run scored. Is Nuxhall on the Reds? That's a good question. The answer is if he is, he's not active. It does not appear that he pitched for the Reds in 49. You're welcome. Captain Carl's golf handicap is putting the clubs in your hands. Pitch to Stallcup is a ground ball back to Wilkes. He's not a good fielder. He throws it to first, and they get the out anyway. Well, I appreciate that. That was a question someone asked on Facebook. So I posted that video yesterday. We ran a day late because I had an appointment on Tuesday. And because these have to wait 24 hours to go up, I wouldn't be putting anything up for nearly a week. Here's Raffensperger. He's 2 for 2. He's gotten 2 singles and punched home a run. His 6th RBI of the year. This time around, Big Ken hits a ground ball to third. Glaviano across the way, 2 out. For Walker, Harry is 0 for 4 with an RBI. Being the only lefty in the family, you had to rent clubs. Yeah, Mark, I could see that. I wonder how much of a difference it's now because of Phil Mickelson in his career, if people have actually gone out and bought left-handed clubs. But if my memory is correct, he does everything else as a right-hander. Pitch to Walker is a base hit up the middle. Deering will throw it in. Harry digging for 2. He is in there. 7th double of the year, and that brings up Big Clue. He is 2 for 4, a single, a double, and a run score. Matt did the same. Still shoot lefty, okay? No Nuxie in 49. Of course, he would have only been 19 years old. His next season with the Reds is 52. Thank you, Bobby. Walker on second. Clue. To Marty Marion, diving stop, picks it up, throws to first, retires the side. And so the Reds get a hit. They do not score, and there's no errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance saloon here for the Cardinals. And it's 6-2 Cincinnati. All right, so John tells me Mickelson does. He learned by following his dad swing by standing in front of him. Phil is naturally right-handed, but plays as a lefty. Anyway, and that's the type of stuff you don't hear on a Fortnite stream. 4 to tie, 5 to win. Yeah, he would mirror his dad's swing. Rice is 1 for 3. Rice, pitcher's spot, and D-ring. And the Cardinals really don't have anybody who can hit a lefty on the bench. Rice 1 for 3 with a run scored. This time around, he hits a line drive to short. Stallcup is there, 1 out. So Wilkes will not bat. It'll be Lou Klein hitting .204, 4 homers and 15 RBI as a pinch hitter. Klein is hitting .273, a homer, and 3 RBI. So it's not a bad choice for St. Louis. No golf in the rain. You getting thunder? Pitch from Raffensperger. Klein, there's a base hit in the left center field. Lowry will throw it in, and it will lure to a single. 9th hit for the Cardinals. So Big Ken, 36 pitches in, or 36 batters in, 123 pitches. 8 1/3 innings, 9 hits. Both the runs are earned. He has walked 2 and struck out 2. And you're supposed to get thunder later on, and so are we. Deering is 2 for 4. Chuck is singled twice and driven in a run. Big Ken's pitch. Here's a base hit left side. Lowry will pick it up. I do not want extras. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten lunch yet. Not that I'm pulling for either way, but St. Louis can score 5 here. I'd be happy with that, but I don't need eternal baseball. Red Schoendienst is 1 for 4 with a single. Raffensperger and Cooper will get together and have a conversation. Ken deals. Schoendienst. Base hit left side, past Stallcup. Klein will hold at third, and the tying run is at the plate and Stan Musial. And as we saw earlier, yeah, you want him on your team. You have Wilkes in an old 56 Pacific Coast League. Does Elvis, and he has a hell of a card. Appetite with 4 1s. Oh my God, as a pitcher? Anyway, Musial has 1 grand slam on the year. He is 0 for 3 with a walk today. The Reds would love a double play. Pitch, and Cooper goes out to check again. From the stretch, Musial popped into center field. Rustic makes the catch for the out. That's 2. Klein will tag. Scores without a throw. It's 6-3. And here comes Enos Slaughter. Still the tying run. He's 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Hit 5 home runs. My goodness. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, Cincinnati not out of the woods yet. Pitch to Slaughter is a ground ball to Big Clue. Ted takes it to the bag himself, and the Cincinnati Reds have beaten the Cardinals 6-3. So 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. And Raffensperger's going to get our digital dice player of the game. He goes to 15-13, 9 innings, 11 hits, 3 runs all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2. Thank you, Reds, say the Dodger fans. Howie Pullett didn't pull it very hard. 7 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs all earned, and he struck out a batter. So 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. For Cincinnati, they go to 51-80. The Cardinals fall to a game and a half back, 3-11-0 for St. Louis. I will enjoy my lunch, but first, I'm going to tell you what else happened. Oh, Ben Wade banged out. It doesn't matter. That's still 4 1s on the Cards a lot. All right, Labor Day Saturday starts from D.C., and the Senators beat the Yankees 6-5. How about that? Ray Scarborough goes to 14-7. Fred Sanford didn't get the big one. He goes to 7-6. And Aaron Robinson is 17th of the year. The White Sox beat the Tigers 7-4. White goes to 10-12. Trout 2-5. Dave Philly 3 for 4 with a double. Cleveland behind Bob Feller's 10 strikeouts beats the Browns 6-2. Feller goes to 14-5. Fannin falls to 4-11. Kennedy, his 9th of the year, he drives in 3. The Red Sox winning when it doesn't really matter now. They beat the A's 5-1. Ellis Kender goes to 9-12. Kellner 10-12 for the A's. Ted Williams 2 for 3, his 35th of the year, and a double. From Philadelphia, the Braves beat the Phillies 7-4. Hall goes to 5-2. Jim Constantine falls to 2-8. He's just had a terrible replay. Tommy Holmes 2 for 4 with a double. Dodgers beat the Giants 3-2, so the lead now is 2 games for the Dodgers. Banta 3-1. Monty Kennedy falls to 13-7. Minner with his 5th save. And last but not least, the Cubs beat the Pirates 5-4. Chipman gets the win. He goes to 5-9. Chambers 6-5. Sauer 3-for-5 with 2 RBI and 2 doubles. Tennis tomorrow right here at noon Eastern. Chrissy Everett, Suzanne Longland, the 2 winningest players in French Open history, battle on the fabled red clay. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody. So long.